Hello friends! Welcome, it's me, Laura Burns. I am very glad that you are here with me today, and if you're here for the first time, special complimentary jazz hands just for you. And we are here because I can't even believe it's already the end of week 2, day 14 of our August, whatever, I don't know, apparently it gets arms, decluttering challenge. Whoa. And I'm very excited because I'm not doing it alone. I know that many of you are also doing this challenge with me, or some other version of a decluttering challenge. It doesn't have to be the exact one that I'm doing. But honestly, I can't tell you how helpful it has been just knowing that y'all are doing this with me, and then you'll comment on like other videos like telling me like, I decluttered this many things today. It's so great. I love it. Keep it coming. It is like so motivational for me to hear that because I got overwhelmed this week, I have to tell you. I'm going to tell you about it more. But I did it. I completed it. I have done over the amount of items, so I'm like feeling good about things. And I'm going to show you in a minute. We'll go through each day and you'll get the clip of what I decluttered from that day. So just to recap, if you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, I just clicked on this video randomly. I'm doing a decluttering challenge for the month of August where every day I declutter the number of items that matches the date. So on August 1st, I got rid of 1 thing, August 2nd, 2 things, August 3rd, 3 things, etc., all the way up to August 31st, right? There's 31 days. August 31st will be at least 31 items. And an item can be a single bobby pin, an item can be your refrigerator. It doesn't matter. It just has to be a thing. Or you can be me, where you're putting like 15 things into a cup and calling it one thing. Because you have too much stuff, which is my life. So there aren't really any rules other than do your best and be nice to yourself. So if you don't happen to make the number of items, especially as we get deeper in the month and it's like more items, more items, more items, if you don't make that number, who cares? There's no punishment. There are only rewards here, and your reward is a clearer and lighter and more freeing feeling space. So say on day 21 you don't make 21 items, who cares? Nobody is going to punish you. It's fine. I think that for all of us, all we can do is our best, and any amount of decluttering is good decluttering. So I do have different categories of things that I've been working on: books, clothes, bathroom, kitchen stuff, storage, digital decluttering, which I have not even touched at all, craft decluttering. What else did you guys say? I forgot. It's on my phone. Hold on. We're gonna get it. And then, so we've got books, clothes, shoes, jewelry, makeup, kitchen, crafts, yoga stuff. Well, this is like my list, you know. Bathroom stuff, home decor, camping and sporting goods, office supplies, digital clutter, laundry room. I hit that this week. Cleaning supplies, pantry, medicine cabinet, storage, papers and files. Okay. That's a lot of categories of things. I have hit some of those. Is anyone else shedding like crazy right now? And then you have options of what you can do with this stuff. It can go in the trash. It can go in recycling. It can get donated somewhere. You can give it away to somebody that you know who you think will like it, or you can sell it. So I'm kind of going through all my stuff with an eye for those, like, what was that, 5 things? 5 things to do with it. We've already taken a load over to Goodwill, and that felt good because we got it out of the house. I have another one coming up soon, I'm sure. I've given some things away. I have some stuff reserved for people to go through. And I've trashed stuff that is truly trash or recycled, whatever is applicable to the item. So, it feels like not that much because it's like every day you just do a little bit, but then also it feels like a lot because if you're like me, you like get into it and then you've like decluttered a lot, which is like more than one day. You're like, oh, the items, blah, blah, blah. So last week I gave myself permission to declutter more items than the number that matched the date. And that has been really helpful for me because I don't have to be like, oh, this is too many things. But I will say, as of this moment, I have, in our kitchen, we have an area that's like not used and there's a table. On top of that table is a bunch of stuff that I have cleared out of areas, but I haven't like recorded yet as like, you know, here's the items for this day or whatever. because one of the days this week I just went ham. I cleared out a ton of stuff, but I didn't feel like dealing with it, so it's just sitting on that table waiting for me to deal with. But that's good. It puts me at ease because I know that I've already kind of done some of that decluttering work, and I just need to film the daily snippet and say, okay, here's what it is. I feel like I'm talking really fast. This was a very exciting week for me. Number one, we were having a little like staycation that was supposed to be one thing and turned into another. So it was supposed to be like, we're gonna go to the beach one day, we're gonna go on a road trip to the hill country one day, we're gonna, you know, visit breweries around town and like do all these things. And what it turned into was zhuzhing up the house week. So we didn't do any of that other stuff at all. We bought new furniture that got delivered, but then when that got delivered, we had to empty out the old stuff. We had to, you know, get rid of the old stuff. We had to declutter the stuff that was in the old stuff. So there was that. So we got new furniture. And then we also bought, I guess, we got new furniture from a couple places. One that got delivered, one is IKEA. And so we had to get that stuff, we had to put it together. But that was really good because Richard was able to organize these miniature Star Wars ships that he collects. And so they are now in a safer place because he's invested a lot of money in these things. And before they were just kind of out, and like if you bumped the desk, like with the shelf that they were on, it was like, ooh, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna fall and break and whatever? Anyway, now they have a nice home in these glass and metal display cabinets where they're not gonna get injured, they're not gonna get dusty, and it just looks better in the dining room. So that is a win-win situation. So furniture, and then after we got this new piece of furniture in the living room, we were like, oh, well, let's completely redesign the living room. So now our living room looks completely different. All the furniture is in different places. And that took a long time in figuring it out. And like, OMG. Oh. And then there were like multiple trips like to the Container Store. Oh, we gotta go back and return the stuff to the Container Store. We have to go to Best Buy and get new cables. Anyway, it was just a lot. It was like, it basically felt like one long weekend where you're like running errands and doing house stuff, but it was like a week long, which is really fun to me. That might not be fun to you, but that's some of the best time that I have with Richard is when we're just like running errands and like being dumb together and just like hanging out. So it was really good. It was not maybe like the relaxing staycation that I thought it was gonna be. There was no like laying on a beach, or there was no like sitting in a brewery like eating snacks and drinking beer, but it was fun and it was really productive, and we kind of tackled some projects that we've been talking about for a while and never got around to. So all that being said, this week was a lot because on top of that I was also doing my decluttering work here and there, and so it's been a lot of like working on the house and stuff, which feels good. Okay, after all of those words, if you're even still watching this, I'm gonna cut to my daily video snippets of the things that I decluttered, and you're gonna see how week 2 went for me. And then at the end, or now, or whenever you feel like it, if you are decluttering with me, comment below. Tell me how it's going for you. If you decluttered anything at all, let me know. What did you declutter? If you did a lot, tell me all the things. Which room were you in? How much stuff was it? How do you feel? Etc. etc. If anybody had any like kind of breakthroughs, I would love to hear that. Sometimes when you're decluttering, you kind of have these moments of like, oh, you know. So if you want to share that, I would love to hear it. And I think that's it. So you're going to watch my daily snippets and then you're going to comment. And we are all going to continue to declutter together. We have 2 more weeks, right? No. Yes. 1, 2. We have like 2.5 weeks left. 2.5. August is such a long month, y'all. Why did I do it? Okay. 2.5 weeks left. We got this. We are badass decluttering babes. Yes. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. Enjoy the little snippets and please tell me all about your decluttering. Day 8, I'm in the guest bathroom and I pulled a bunch of really old products that have been in here. So a number of L'Oreal skincare things that I tried like 3 years ago at this point. A couple lotions that I've had out and nobody ever uses when they come over, so I'm gonna get rid of them because I don't want to use them.
a hair mask that is probably 4 years old, a body wash that expired 2 years ago, a pushing postcard, and this one random hair tie that I found. Okay, so this is day 9, but this is clearly more than 9 items. This is about 21 items of expired food, and it doesn't feel great to see all these things here on the counter. We have a big pantry and stuff gets pushed to the back, and especially at the top. A lot of this is from the top row. Just didn't see it, didn't think about eating it. So this is a good reminder for me to take care a little more, not to just let food sit in the pantry and go bad. Some of this stuff is 9 years old. I don't know that expiration dates are always like exactly what you should follow, but I'm pretty sure 9 years is a long time. Day 10, medicines. I actually have 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 items. For day 11, I have this collection of items. Again, more than 11 things. I've got some glassware that we never use, some plates I never use, this really cute travel cup that I never use, this little pitcher, a Pyrex measuring thingy, a jar that I've used as a vase. This is an old kombucha jar. I think I'm just going to recycle that. Also, this is an old cologne, a broken tea strainer, a tea strainer that I don't use that goes to a bottle that I don't own anymore, 2 handles for Yeti style insulated bottles, and I'm counting this as one thing. It is a tub of assorted kitchen items, including some reusable straws and some various kitchen items. Okay, day 12, and I went through these photo albums plus another one, and I'm getting rid of a lot. There's a ton of photos still in these. There's this big stack. Yeah, way more than the items for the day, but feels good. All I'm keeping is one photo album that's about the same thickness as this one, but is half the height, and takes up much less space than all of these we're taking. Okay, day 13, and here I have, this is actually 15 items of clothes that I have decluttered from my closet. I haven't done like the full decluttering yet for my closet. These are just things that I went through and could easily grab, or that I had already set aside knowing that I was going to declutter them out of my closet soon. So there's a mix of dresses, a kimono, some cute sets of pajamas, a pair of Super Fit Hero leggings, which, what a deal, and some cute bralettes that I just don't wear and I want someone to wear. So they're sitting here because I'm going to post them on Instagram soon to sell. So by the time this video comes out, these beautiful babes should be up for sale. So if you want to check out my Instagram clothes selling page, it's linked in the description box below. All right, day 13. Day 14, this big tub of books, so you can see it's not shallow. It's full. I went through my books and put in here things that were cookbooks, fiction, nonfiction, like nutrition books. There's some random young adult fiction that we had here that was given to us, but we don't have actually a use for. I'm going to have my friend come over. Actually, on Saturday, she's going to come over for dinner, and she's a teacher, so she's going to go through here and pull out books for her classroom library. Anyway, there's some good stuff in here. It was kind of hard to go through this. It's always hard for me to get rid of books, but you know, I keep doing it. Like even now I'm like, oh, that's a good one. But I've read them already. I don't need to keep it. I can always go to the library or get a new copy if I really need to have it. So I'm excited. I let go of a lot of cookbooks. And now all but a few of my books are fitting onto this shelf. So this is where my altar is. I was able to get it down. And I have sections, so I have, let's see, down here this is yoga. This is my like fat liberation, fat yoga section. These are books that I want to either read or reread. These are a few that I don't really have a better category for, but I have read them before. These from here all the way to here are, this is the section where I have multiple books by the same author that I just really love and I know that I will reread. So just in case you're interested, these three are the trilogy from Kristen Kishore. It's the Graceling, Fire, and Bitter Blue. I have, oh my god, it's not focusing. Anyway, I have a couple of books from Emma Donahue. I have a number of books from Kyoko Mori. And then I have a bunch of books from Barbara Kingsolver. Over here, I have poetry and short stories. This last guy, that's my one photo album that I kept. It's only half full. Down here, this is like the self-compassion, self-empowerment, self-help section. Down here, I have a couple random things, and then I have my like herbology and aromatherapy books. I have some like nutrition and eating books that I like, some gardening things like organic gardening, and then we get into cookbooks. These are the cookbooks that remained. So this shelf here on the left is the one that I cleaned out. So it's kind of a mess right now, but that's like our internet stuff. We got to get it figured out. We have to make it look better than that. But then this is like junk that gets to go somewhere else. These are essential oils that can go somewhere else. And then these are framed photos and framed art that I have pulled off of the walls or shelves that I want to rehome or empty the frames and use them again another time, or declutter them out of the house. And just because we're here, this is Richard's bookshelf, so he cannibalized an extra shelf. So when we when we moved into this house, we moved ourselves, which we won't do again. I think we're past that. But anyway, these bookshelves and the shelves themselves are in the back of the pickup truck, and some of the shelves fell out. So you can see like this is kind of a big space, and then I only had one other shelf here, so both of these were tall. Anyway, so he cannibalized an extra shelf from my bookshelf, and then was able to get all of his books on this one bookshelf, plus a little room to grow. I'm very proud of him. It looks good. So we're going to get rid of my bookshelf because we don't need it anymore. And we don't have anywhere in the house where it needs to go. So we're just going to put it on the curb and someone will take it very quickly because that's how it works here. So that'll be gone. And then eventually, this is not relevant to the decluttering, but eventually his desk is going to go in here so that it can get out of the dining room. But anyway, I'm very pleased with my books all fitting in here. I have a few books on my nightstand, and I have a few books in my office that are about like crafting and stuff, but it makes sense for those to be in there because that's where I keep my crafting supplies. Anyway, exciting. Exciting, day 14, end of week 2, OMG.
Thank you so much to the supporters who make it possible to create this content. If you've enjoyed my videos, learned anything, been inspired, or just want to keep seeing more content, please show me some love and consider supporting me on Patreon or Ko-fi.com to make a one-time donation. Your support means everything to me. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, your presence, your engagement, and our community. All the links will be in the description box below.